'em all.
Five more minutes. Riz, time to wake up. Christopher Stryker, don't make me come up there. Coming, Mom. In a slightly fearful hurry, Chris gets dressed and heads downstairs for breakfast. Morning, Mom. Morning, Chrissy. Mom, you know I outgrew that. Maybe to everyone else, but to a mother, their child is always a baby. Now eat your breakfast. As Chris sits down, he grabs the TV remote and turns on the television only for the usual Welcome to Albright video to play. I hate reruns. No, keep it on. I love this video.
Welcome, one and all, to the beautiful region of Albright. To the untrained eye, a land of intrigue, tourism, and even famous winters. But to those familiar to the world we live in, a place full of the amazing creatures we call Pokémon. And like every other region in the world, new Pokémon are just waiting to be discovered. But out of all the professions, none is more famous for Pokémon than the profession of a Pokémon trainer. Pokémon trainers throughout the world and history work hard to grow their partner Pokémon's strength for intense battles. Don't believe me? Let's head down to the Albright Stadium.
Right on time. Wait a minute. Is this live? Yep. Didn't even need to pay for pay-per-view. Pays off to have a member of the Elite Four as a mom, huh? Awesome! We're here, live at Albright Stadium, here to witness the exhibition battle of the year. Jasper, leader of the Calgary Gym in Calgary City. Dad? Going up against none other than the one, the only, champion of the Albright region, Logan!
Logan waves to the audience as they cheer his name over and over.
What? Since when was Dad taking on the champ? Just a kickoff match to celebrate the new beginning of the Albright League. New trainers, new Pokemon, new dreams. Whoa. Oh, how we're in for a spectacular battle today, ladies and gentlemen. The Steel-type master of the Calgary Gym going up against the Albright League's reigning champion, Logan! An incredible matchup to start the new year of the Albright League. Hell yeah! Ow! Language. Sorry, Mom.
Trainers ready? Yup. Ready as I'll ever be. Begin! Mechaton, I choose you! Komodo Draco, I choose you! The two throw their Pokeballs simultaneously, summoning their Pokemon to the battlefield. Jasper's Pokemon, a mechanized armored frame, its piercing red eyes locked onto his opponent. As for Logan's Pokemon, a massive serpentine dragon covered in thick dark violet scales, its razor-sharp fangs dripped with venom, and its long coiled tail behind it. His ace. This should be interesting. Komodo Draco, use Draconic Hits! Komodo Draco lunged forward, its body moving like a shadowy blur. The moment it got out in close, it raked its claws across Mechaton's metal plating, denting its armor. However, at the second strike, the moment Komodo's claw struck Mechaton, it was unfazed, and the claw's tip stuck in a tiny gash in the armor. Komodo Draco tries to pull himself away but finds himself stuck. What the? Guess you didn't account for Mechaton's defense strategy. Now then, use Heavy Slam! With a deep metallic whir, Mechaton launched itself into the air, Komodo Draco being forced to go up with him due to his claw being stuck in its armor. It then began to fall down like a meteor preparing for impact, much to Komodo Draco's distress. Komodo! You know what to do! Before they could see what Komodo Draco was about to do, the two Pokemon come crashing down. The sheer weight of the attack slammed into Komodo Draco, sending a shockwave through the battlefield. As the smoke cleared, the silhouette of Mechaton could be seen, only for it to be lifted up, followed by a purple glowing claw being pulled out of it. The moment the smoke was gone, everyone saw Mechaton staggering back. Komodo Draco, while heavily damaged, stood in a fighting stance with his one stuck claw now glowing purple, which signified his latest attack. His claw? Another attack? Just then, Mechaton takes a knee, much to Jasper's curiosity. Mechaton? I don't understand. It's almost as if he's poisoned? Wait, but that means... Exactly. Komodo Draco's hidden ability, corrosive, which means even steel types can be affected by poison. Now, Komodo Draco, continue your attack! Mechaton, Iron Defense! Mechaton utilized its energy to enhance its armor, shining like polished silver as it hardened against the impending strike. While the attack barely made a dent, Komodo Draco looked up at Mechaton and smirked. No! Use Sludge Bomb! In almost a flash, Komodo Draco blasted a ball of toxic sludge at Mechaton's face. The metallic Pokemon staggers backwards as the poison attack begins to corrode some of his armor. Mechaton! I'm not normally one to underestimate an opponent, but even I have to say, I wasn't expecting it to end this quickly. Nevertheless, it's time we ended this battle. Komodo Draco, Fire Fang! Fire begins resonating in Komodo Draco's fangs, utilizing flaming energy in order to finish the battle. Mechaton! Iron Defense! Bomb Style! In a quick turn of events, Mechaton puts all the energy he has into enhancing his armor, followed by countering Komodo Draco's bite with a palm strike. While he wasn't able to push Komodo Draco back, neither did Komodo Draco's teeth sink into Mechaton's palm as he bit it. Now then, use Mega Punch! Swiftly, Mechaton hits Komodo Draco with a full-powered Mega Punch, hurling him back across the arena until Komodo is hurled into the air after ricocheting after contact with the ground. Impressive! Now, Mechaton, let's finish this with Flash Cannon! I said impressive, but it's not over yet. Komodo Draco! Hyper Beam! As Komodo Draco hears his trainer's call, he snaps out of his slight unconsciousness, followed by flipping in midair and aiming straight for Mechaton. As the two beams of energy clash, the stadium shakes, the crowd in awe of what appears to be the end of a grand battle. And just as the center of the clash grows bigger,
What? No way!
Chris begins frantically messing with the remote.
Come on! That's weird. Could have sworn I paid the cable bill this month. Dad told you we should have gone with streaming! Ugh! And sit around in silence trying to pick something new out when the show could be running 24/7? No thank you.
People of Albright, we interrupt these broadcasts to give you a gracious warning. To give context, we've hijacked the region's satellites, so this message is broadcast to every source of visual, audio, or media that's available near you. For those who are not familiar with the team system of the Pokemon Underworld, we are Team Carnage, but unlike every other team, we do not simply seek power, but a much-needed change. Your champion, your so-called league, They have ruled long enough. We will bring Albright to its knees until our demands are met. The era of weak leaders is over. And soon, you will understand what true power is. The screen cuts to black, only to return to the main program. Despite the message, the arena shows to be in abysmal state.
This just in the wake of the battle's end, it appears that Albright has just been threatened.
As Chris looks on in worry, his worry then turns to shock as he sees in the background Mechaton now fainted, his father Jasper calling him back into his Pokeball, while Logan and Komodo Draco both stand in seeming victory, but show expressions of worry due to the mysterious broadcast.
Dad lost?
Just then, Morgana's Pokegear rang. She answers.
Hello?
Yeah, I saw.
Now?
Chris just stares at the television, feeling bad about his father's defeat, not even paying attention to his mother's conversation.
I've got a son to see off, that's why.
Okay, let my husband know. Tell him to meet us there. Morgana hangs up the Pokegear, the sound of the beep slightly snapping Chris out of his worried trance.
Mom?
The gym leaders, Elite Four, and the champion are all being called in.
Is it about the broadcast?
You don't need to worry about that. For now, just focus on today. You have a long journey ahead of you, and your friends are waiting. And when the day comes, you make it to the end of Victory Road. Your father and I will be waiting to see how much our little boys become a man. Chris smiles.
Thanks, Mom.
Moments later, Chris, all dressed up and packed for his journey, makes it to the Melville Town Pokemon Lab, where two of his friends await him.
Yo! Andy! Claire!
About time.
What took you so long? Wait, did you guys not see the broadcast? What broadcast? We've been here for over 30 minutes.
I'll explain inside.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Jeez. Team Flare, Team Plasma, Team Rocket. Now a Team Carnage? Can't they come up with better names than adding something after team every time? I guess the Pokemon criminal underworld likes it simpler, I guess. Just then, the trio makes it to the main lab. Mom, we're here. Hello?
Over here, sweetheart. Sweetheart?
Told you not to call me that, Mom. The trio walks over to Andy's mom, who is looking into a microscope at the moment.
The day I kicked the bucket is the day I stopped calling you sweetheart. It's about time you got here. I was beginning to worry. Sorry, Mrs. Professor Maple.
Nice save.
Let me guess. That broadcast.
So, you did see it?
The moment my cameras caught sight of Andy and Claire outside, all the monitors turned into their station. Not even sure how they could have hacked into the network satellites. But that's Albright's government's problem. You're here because today is the day you all head out on your own as Pokemon trainers. Right this way.
Professor Maple leads the trio to an empty table. After pressing a button, 3 Pokeballs are lifted from below onto the table.
As I'm sure you're aware, every trainer is gifted only one of 3 starting Pokemon when they come of age.
Professor Maple then presses another button, causing small pistons below the Pokeballs to hurl them up into the air, allowing the 3 Pokemon to exit their Pokeballs.
Allow me to introduce Ramsey, a grass rock type Pokemon. Her current attacks are Tackle and Leafage. Her main ability is Overgrow. Her hidden ability is Sap Sipper. Now this is Sabertooth, a fire electric type Pokemon. His current attacks are Scratch and Ember. His main ability is Blaze. His hidden ability is Flash Fire. And this is Frilly, a water poison Pokemon. His current attacks are Tackle and Bubble. His main ability is Torrent. His hidden ability is Swift Swim. Whoa! Pretty cool, huh? Question. You say they all have hidden abilities, but if they're hidden, how'd you figure them out? What? You think just because I spend all day in the lab, I don't know a thing or two about Pokemon training? That's pretty much all it boils down to. The three Pokemon begin playing with each other on the table. Train them long enough and you'll soon learn their secrets. Just then, Frilly accidentally steps on Sabretooth's tail. The trio and Professor Maple get up in hilarious pain. Wait, that was a spark attack. I thought you said he only had 2 main attacks. Actually, he does. The electricity is more of a distressful reaction than an actual spark attack. In truth, this Sabretooth has yet to gain a full grasp on his true power. He can't use his electric power at will yet. At least, not in the normal sense. It's more like his electric attack is located behind instinct. Chris smiles, then gently picks Sabretooth up. He's perfect. Huh? Looks like Ramsey's taking a liking to you, baby.
Mom.
You were my baby then, you're my baby now. Get over it.
Guess I'll go with Ramsey. Ramsey jumps into Andy's arms, Andy swiftly catching Ramsey in excitement. Wow, feisty. I like him.
Guess that leaves Frilly for me. What do you say? Yeah. Is that a no? Actually, that means he likes you. Okay. Guess we're partners. Just don't make spitting on my face a habit. Now then, with that settled, here. I don't think I need to tell you what these are. Yo, our own Pokédex! While most regions know how many Pokémon there are, we prefer to keep it a surprise. But as great as catching Pokémon are, I'm certain I don't have to remind you what the real prize is. Albright League, here we come! But first, let's see how we do in a battle. Yeah! A moment later, Chris and company enter a makeshift arena behind the Pokélab. Chris and Andy ready for battle. Ready? Begin! Sabretooth, I choose you!
Ramsey, shine on!
Let the battle commence! Alright, going for a stretch attack! With quick speed, Sabretooth goes in for the scratch.
Ramsey, dodge right!
At the last minute, Ramsey swiftly sidestepped to the right, easily dodging Sabretooth's attack, much to his and Chris's surprise. What the?
Counter with a tackle attack!
Sabretooth is pushed back from the counter attack, falling to the ground. Saber, you okay? Alright, let's try Ember!
Now, dodge and close in!
Swiftly, Ramsey is able to dodge every Ember coming at him. Again? She's so fast! What Ramsey lacks in power, she makes up for in speed. Before they know it, Ramsey closes in.
Now, leafage!
What? Another Ember!
Ramsey, you good?
Yeah.
Just then, Ramsey staggers for a moment, catching everyone's attention.
How's your chance? Go in for an ember!
As the attack connects to Ramsey's area, the spot is engulfed in flames until Ramsey is no longer in sight.
Whoa! I didn't mean to go that far! It's alright.
Huh? Look up. Chris and Claire look up in the air to see a shocking sight. None other than Ramsey, who's achieved an almost impossible feat by flinging itself into the air.
What the? How? Chris, look!
Huh?
No way! She used leafage at the last minute to propel herself upwards.
You got it. Each leaf individually creates an updraft. Together they make for quite the escape plan. Now, what do you say we get a little creative?
Huh?
I think this'll jog your memory. Ramsey, jet on with leafage, then follow up with a full-on tackle attack. Following his trainer's orders, Ramsey uses leafage to propel herself towards Sabretooth at breakneck speed, followed by aiming her horns directly at Sabretooth for a stronger tackle.
Now I see what you're getting at. Made up moves just like when we were kids.
Chris then notices the small flames on the grass caused by the ember's flames.
Sabretooth! Take one of those flames and give him a good old flaming scratch attack! Chris, wait!
Swiftly, Sabretooth ran up and swiped his paw into one of the bloomed flames, being able to light his paw on fire. Sabretooth then jumps up into the air at the speeding Ramsey. As the two get close, Sabretooth swipes, hitting Ramsey's horns and knocking her a bit off course.
Alright!
Now, Ramsey!
Huh?
Just then, as Ramsey's body is turning in midair from the attack, her hooves lay bare right in front of Sabretooth, leading her to get it in a full-powered kick into Sabretooth's exposed stomach. Good work. Chris looks into the smoke with worry.
Saber. Sabretooth is unable to...
Suddenly, a burst of flames emerges from where Sabretooth landed. Chris and friends all looking on in shock as they witnessed Sabretooth, now standing up in the middle of a small crater.
What's going on? What is that?
Blaze.
Now we're talking. Alright, let's finish this with an ember attack!
Ramsey, use leafage, full power! The two barrage attacks clash, multiple small explosions occurring in the air of the arena. Before anyone realizes it, Sabretooth pushes through its own attack.
Saber?
In a burst of flames, Sabretooth charges into the clash, piercing through both its own and Ramsey's attack.
Wait a minute. I don't understand. Is that a flame charge?
No, it's just the flames of its own ability.
It's attacking on its own. Saber!
Ramsey! As the smoke cleared, everyone looks in awe at what lies before them. A fainted Ramsey with a now depowered Sabretooth standing over her.
Ramsey is unable to battle. The winner is Sabretooth. Alright! Saber!
Chris catches and picks up Sabretooth. You good, pal? That's good. Huh? Your paw. Chris looks down to notice that Sabretooth's paw is severely burned.
I tried to tell you. Just because he's a fire type doesn't mean fire can't hurt him. I didn't know.
Don't sweat it. It was a mistake. All trainers make them.
Not this badly. Especially not on their first day. Yes, always. All we can do is prepare for those mistakes as best as we can.
Hang in there, pal. It's only the beginning. Ramsey, return! Moments later, after a healing in the Pokelab, Sabretooth and Ramsey are as good as new. While Andy is greeting his Ramsey after a few moments of healing, Chris is a little hesitant to greet Sabretooth.
You okay? I know you said it wasn't my fault, but I just don't know. Hey, being a trainer as well as a Pokemon owner is a big responsibility.
Saber walks up to Chris with an expression of curiosity as to why he's hesitant. Claire's right. All we can do is grow with that responsibility. Sabretooth jumps into Chris's arms, happy as can be, and cheering Chris up a bit.
Okay. Yes, this means we're travel buddies. I promise to be the best trainer I can, okay, pal?
Well, I guess it's all settled, so I better bounce.
Wait, bounce? So, you're really doing it, huh? Doing what?
I know we always talked about traveling together, but I decided I'm gonna go solo on this.
What? But why?
I've got my reasons. All I ask is that you respect them. And besides, it's not like we're not all after the same thing. We've each got the same dream. Andy holds out his Pokeball. To become champion of the Alberite League.
Saber, return!
Chris then holds his Pokeball all out, followed by Claire, who does the same.
It's a promise!
A minute later, outside the Pokelab, Professor Maple exits the building to see everyone off.
Don't go leaving without these. 5 Pokeballs each. Awesome!
For a sec, I thought you almost forgot.
I'm old, but I'm not that old.
Guess this is it then. See you at the league tournament.
See you at the league tournament, Andy.
Till then, get stronger. I know I will.
Does he always gotta leave so stoically? It's just his style. Guess we should get going too. Actually, would you mind waiting a little longer? Okay, but why? You're Sabretooth. You didn't simply win by sheer luck today. Oh yeah, you mentioned something about that. Blaze, was it? That's the special ability you mentioned.
That wasn't just a simple special ability. That was Blaze at its most untamed form. It raises the attacks of all fire-type Pokemon. However, Blaze at this level can deem a Pokemon almost wilder than wild. The Pokemon consumed by Blaze will act out of pure combat instinct. I've only ever heard of one other instance in the Sinnoh League of this happening. So then what? You're saying Saber is dangerous? Not at all, but as a professional courtesy, let me at least run a couple small tests to make sure he's in good shape to go. Chris then hands Professor Maple Sabretooth's Pokeball.
I'll be waiting. We'll be waiting. We've got a long journey ahead of us. The more time we take, the better the adventure.